Welcome to Rant On. We're back, baby.
Forgot what show this was.
No, I did not. I have forgotten a single thing.
That's why he held it for so long.
I held it.
He could kind of get remember.
I held
He
it.
was going for Real Reporters because I know Jeff pretty well.
I mean,
That's his Real Reporters intro.
that is my Real Reporters intro, but I did create a lovely background, as you can see, for our lovely streaming audience.
No, I can't. I don't watch streams.
Well, I mean, not after spoilers that you've been having this week.
He's not here, right? Let me scroll down real quick.
Wow.
Thanks, Ginger. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So yeah, we're back. We're doing podcasts again. We're going to be doing this every other Thursday. If it's on the calendar, that means we have to commit to it. That's the rule.
Getting out.
I said it, and yet everyone chuckles because they know it's not going to happen. Yeah, so we're back, obviously. We appreciate you all for tuning in. If you are a newbie to the channel, this is what we originally did when we started this 7 years ago.
Yeah, I looked that up today too. And
it
was
is
kind of upsetting.
That is not a wrong figure. I think actually it might even be 8 years at this point. God only knows. We're all
shut
old.
Shut your mouth.
Do we include?
Technically, we should include the original podcast that shall not be
people
named.
that we murdered.
Right. So, which they actually have a new podcast.
No, they
this point.
don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
We will discuss that at a later juncture because
Tell me about this right now so I can kill
because we don't.
Wow.
We'll absorb them too.
Do they have more? Do they have more Facebook followers than us? Because
I don't think so.
Of course they don't. They're probably singing the Game of Thrones intro into a single mic again, too.
So I'm about to put Andrew on the spot here. Andrew, would you like to talk to our lovely audience about our sponsor, who's also a VTuber?
You're talking about our good friend Artfully Aerosai, aren't you?
Yes. If you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, I highly suggest you do. Why don't you tell them a little about the schedule, Andrew? I think you are a little.
I got the inside scoop.
Little knowledgeable.
Got the scoop, guys. I saw it. Tomorrow is a big one. A big one because not only is it her first stream after becoming affiliate with Twitch, but she's also going head to head with what's his name, Booby.
Bubby.
I can't say the full thing because I forgot what it is.
That damn
random
VTuber. But no, it's a big one because from what she just posted on Twitter, I just retweeted it. She will be doing a little bit of a karaoke stream for everybody. You know, I hear she loves to sing, and so she's gonna do a couple of songs for everybody in celebration. So,
and if you'll
bye boss sheep.
If y'all haven't checked out a VTuber before, I highly suggest you start with this one. It's a great watch, real chill stream. I think you'll enjoy it. So yeah, a sponsor for Rant On, right out the gate. We have actual sponsors this time. Cough, cough.
Wow.
we're making it big.
I brought up sponsors for multiple episodes and everybody talks shit about
them. Actual sponsors or like real good sponsors or
wow.
They're not confirmed or denied.
We had a sponsor and then they turned out to be bad sponsors.
We were offered Raid Shadow Legends too.
We were
bad sponsors.
but because of our fans, we said we don't want to go through all that work.
It's not even a money thing. We're just like, we don't need your money. No, we need money.
We need the money.
But not that much work.
We don't need that much work.
I don't want to raid. Do you know how much raiding you know how much time that takes up?
If there's a non-disclosure agreement involved, we just say fuck that. It's too much work.
You're gonna have to play for 14 hours a day on our little handheld device.
Oh, well, guys, where's my manners? Tonight, we've got with us David, Andrew, Jim, and Todd.
I was thinking about
And
I was thinking about nicknames earlier for people.
yeah.
Okay.
And I thought of two, one for Andrew and one for Jim, but now I'm not sure if I want to say them.
Well,
I'll allow it.
when you lay it out like that, you now have to say it. That's kind
I
of
was gonna call Andrew the cat tamer,
oh.
I
and then Jim's I'm not gonna do it because I don't want him to go into like a depressive spiral
Aw.
because I care.
Do you though?
He's also been quiet the entire time, so I'm like, is he
do it.
here? I was gonna
Oh.
say. I was
He's
gonna
like
say the
Grandpa
second best baby blues in Houston, and by blues I mean depression, not eyes.
But my eyes aren't even blue. Okay.
Again, because it was your depression. Because what's another word for depression?
I know what color your eyes are, Todd.
Do you? What color are mine?
Bullshit brown?
Like
No.
Hazley.
Nah,
There
if
you go.
anyone is bullshit brown, it's David. You're just full of shit all the time. I don't know what you're talking about,
That's
dude.
David's nickname.
It is. It is.
That's not
Bullshit
David's.
brown.
That's
Brown.
not David's nickname. That's his original name, and then they were like, "I guess we'll give you the name David as a
That's the
nickname."
closest
Constellation,
to a
yeah.
brown ethnicity.
Like, I don't
that
need you
whoever
saying
gets.
my government name like that, okay?
My government name. Well, it's the one that's on my birth certificate, and I had to get a formal change of that just because God only knows what would happen if I went to my
Let me
job.
see your birth certificate. I'm gonna start being a truther.
What if
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
What if it on your birth certificate it listed out like your ethnicities? Like this is what percentage
White.
of white you are. This is what percentage, and then
It
David-
just came with a
Happen eventually.
23andMe card.
David's had to like hide it like for years because he's like, oh God, they'll finally know I'm way too white, like 60% white.
Oh, that's way too high. How dare you?
See, there it is.
Him existing kind of proves how white he is.
What?
Like he doesn't have to do anything to show off how white he is. He just lives.
Well,
I
and
get
it's not only that though, right? It's the fact of all the time he was like, "Ah, you damn white people," as if he's trying to cover his own tracks. Because, like, he just the things that he does on his own accords are I would say whiter than myself sometimes.
Well,
I'm a white boy.
Dude, you're like Wonder Bread white.
Right, but you're not white. You're British, and that's different.
That's like superior white, right?
I had-
imperial
Yeah,
white.
Imperial white.
But in their own brain, superior, not actually superior.
I think that was the Nazis intro.
Oh,
Right?
Next
Or-
door. Wow!
They're like,
And
we
we're
kept the
canceled.
channel.
Do you mean Next Door, the app where everyone bitches about how there's gunshots all the time and it's just fireworks
Right?
going off?
I wouldn't
Oh.
know because I'm not
Next
white.
door is
I'm
the
not on
best.
it. See?
Best.
Next Door is the simultaneously.
No, man, it's so funny.
Well, apparently we had a flasher in the neighborhood the other day.
That's hot.
They're like,
Michael Scott?
no, this
Is
is
that you,
It was
Jeff?
just-
this was the
actually
chain of
Jeff?
events. Well, okay, so it was a white dude. First off, no shock.
So was you.
No surprise. This is the chain
You-
of events on the
rogue
Facebook
slip.
page. It said there was an alleged incident at the lake today between a child and a
it's not
adult
funny
male
anymore.
with a
Yeah.
dog. And I was,
Let's say
and
you
It
ruined
was.
it.
no. But that was the post, and someone's like, "Well, what the fuck is the alleged incident?" And I'm like, I will only tell the president of the HOA board. I was like, motherfucker, tell the goddamn police.
Yeah, right?
And the HOA president had to come in and be like, so this is what happened. And we're just like dumbstruck that the HOA president has like more authority in our neighborhood than the police. He's like, I am God in this neighborhood. Don't you doubt me. Put your fucking lawn clippings in the trash can the day before trash goes out, not a minute before.
I'm gonna here it is. I think I solved this already.
Oh,
It's the HOA president.
it probably was.
It makes
No.
sense. It makes sense.
Corruption
So-
all the way at the very top.
So I was joking about the lawn clippings. Actual note I've received on my doorstep. I noticed that you put your lawn clippings out at 7:30 p.m. It cannot go out any earlier than or earlier than 8 p.m. So you're 30 minutes in, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what the?
Who has that kind of time?
This dude, he literally goes in a golf cart
Tyrese.
and he just drives around the neighborhood.
The guy needs to get a damn job. Is what he needs to do.
This
A real
is his job.
He has a job.
And a real
That is
job.
his
I said a real job.
He's like Paul Blart, the security guard, but for the HOA.
Wow.
What
if he wrote a segue, it'd be great.
Never
what,
watched that.
what would happen in the 30 minutes? Just out of like curiosity and in a real world aspect, what does he expect?
Apparently,
to happen?
it just looks
Raccoons.
trashy to him,
Raccoons.
and he's like, "Oh, by cover of darkness, it's fine." but
I
don't
did just
wanna
watch
see
the
it.
Batman, so that kind of fits.
so, yeah,
It was alright. Like,
I
I
liked it.
actually liked it.
David has
I also watched it.
David has thoughts.
What
which
do you think,
can-
Andrew?
I will say this: it was better than I thought it would be.
That's what the general
yes,
consensus has
for
been so
sure.
far. Better than I
But-
thought it would be.
It is so stupid long. It did not like.
Man,
Jim
that's
was
so
telling us that like Alyssa would be like, "It's when does this end? When does this end?" And you know, we were watching it, and I'm like, "This feels like the ending right here. This is the natural ending, right?"
Nope.
No. Okay, there's this part here. This is the ending. No. Okay, so it's got to end here then, right? And it just
No,
never did.
it just never does.
I
So
didn't-
it's
it
just,
didn't- it didn't feel that long to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. It wasn't that long to me either.
I will say that it all flows real nice,
right. It
Apparently
was
not.
the pacing.
but no.
the
pacing.
overall pacing could have been better. The story
Yeah.
itself was, it was pretty good. It was well told. But it's just, do we really need 45 seconds of him walking through the rain
Yeah.
to get from point
To
A to point
Nirvana.
B?
We
Okay.
also,
Oh
we
my
also
God.
needed.
Oh
we
my
al-
god, I do have thoughts about that.
First
I was
off,
about to
more
say something
importantly,
about that,
most
too.
importantly, we need to say the fact that we definitely needed Stalker Batman. Checking out the
Oh, God.
undressing of the cat lady.
You just wanted the gratuitous scene. That's all you
Oh,
wanted.
of course. I mean, what else? I could have just walked out of the theater right there. I'm done. I'm good.
The best part about that is that somewhere someone is like dubbing over that scene and going like, yes.
Oh God. Oh no.
Just making it like
All
as creepy as fuck.
All right, I have two questions. One,
Okay.
is Catwoman related to Lenny Kravitz?
Yes.
Yes.
This is daughter.
Okay.
The daughter.
Why did the subtitles keep saying melancholy music whenever it was playing the Nirvana song? I was like,
mean-
this song is so
that sounds like a
familiar.
Jim
What is
question.
this?
It's not wrong.
Why is it melancholy?
I mean, it's Nirvana. They I'm not gonna no because I every time I make fun of Nirvana, I get people that are mad at me. So no.
Or you do it on a day that's like not really good to make fun of
exactly.
them.
I didn't mean to do that.
Did
that
you
was
not?
intentional.
Was it Kurt Cobain's birthday?
Wait,
or
well,
something?
yeah,
I
like-
don't know what it
I
was.
made fun of Nirvana on the day that Kurt Cobain killed himself, the anniversary.
Oh yeah. and Bean was
Okay.
watching, you
I
asshole.
mean, like, you didn't know it, so it wasn't intentional.
he should have known. He writes.
I
He
should have
writes
known
all of
that.
our music
What
stuff.
kind-
should've
our
known
music guy doesn't know the most important date. In
No,
Nirvana.
I knew it because I knew that because I even talked about it same day that Lane Staley from Alice in Chains died,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I talked about that earlier in the day, and so I knew it. I just I like Alice in Chains. I don't like Nirvana. So
So in a fit of rage, he decided to just go, "Oh, Nirvana sucks."
I didn't mean. I mean, I've said that for 20 years now. so-
listen. It doesn't. This might be unpopular opinion here, but it doesn't really matter. Like, your opinion didn't change from day to day. Now, if you were just like aggressively going into like Kurt Cobain's house where everyone is like having a fit, and she was like, you know what, Nirvana sucks. Nirvana is the worst band ever, and you just start screaming at people. That would have been
never-
bad.
I've especially working at Hot Topic and being the age that I am, I've been around, Nirvana fans and Kurt Cobain fans my entire life, and it seems like when people are fans, they're like all in. Like he means the world to me. Like that band's music means everything to me.
Right.
Maybe at like my shittiest in like 9th grade, I would have been like, well, guess what? Nirvana sucks. But unless somebody asked my opinion, that's one of those bands, and there are a couple bands that I do that with, where I just won't say what I think about them unless somebody asks me what I think about them.
Because it's so controversial.
Well, I mean, that's the way it should be.
And like for especially like younger Metallica fans, just because like I used to be that younger Metallica fan, that band it is the heavy metal Nirvana, and so I know that they're passionate. They are. I mean, they just are.
They are.
So.
And the kids are like, oh man, the first album I listened to was Saint Anger. So good. And you're like,
I'm not far off. Mine was Reload. So.
I don't even know the album names.
Soundtrack.
It's okay. I know. I'm niche.
You are. Do you just walk up to Courtney Love and be like, "Thank you for ending that band"?
It's like walking up to Yoko Ono and be like, "These are the Beatles fell apart."
Love on a regular basis.
I mean, you probably do. What is she doing with her life now? She plays that.
I have no idea.
They have that one song that still is being used in advertisement.
So
I love the song.
And it's like,
don't get me wrong.
Did you all did anyone watch the Beatles documentary here?
Yeah,
that narrows it down. Which Beatles documentary?
I'm sorry. No.
Across
it was filmed as a documentary filmed in real time.
Okay.
You're talking about the
Anyways,
Peter Jackson one, right?
Yes, I'm talking about the Peter Jackson one.
The Lord of the Rings guy?
Yes.
Yep. The very same.
Yeah, he took 60 hours worth of footage that was shot by the original, because they did a documentary for the album release back then. And
what album release?
It would have been
one.
Isn't it Abbey Road?
No, it was partially Abbey Road.
Okay.
And it was partially Let It Be. But I think it was Get Back.
Right.
The song was Get Back. So yeah, it was like they filmed part of it over the course of both albums, essentially. But eventually he took 60 hours of the original footage and he restored it and he cut it. And originally it was supposed to be a 2-hour documentary. He's like, there's just too much here. And so he made it I want to say 4 3-hour documentaries. It's a lot. It's a lot to watch. But my point being is that Yoko Ono is this huge, she's the reason why the Beatles.
I mean,
she literally, if you watch that, she's literally just the most chill she's just sitting there reading her book, reading a newspaper. She's not causing any problems. She's
heard it all.
Yeah, she's just literally just whatever, everything's fine. I'm just here. I'm here to support my guy. That's all I'm here for.
God.
And
it's devil.
Well, and that's the thing, people,
women trying
right?
Oh, that's Monday. It's Monday.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Jeez. Yeah, we gotta be careful. We have our Ranting Media properties
Wildly
covers
popular.
so many
Wildly
vast
popular
things.
Speaking of Peter Jackson, is that Gollum as Alfred in the Batman?
It is 100% Gollum. Yeah.
Yeah. Andy Serkis.
I
does a great
was
job.
this dude looks familiar as shit.
Well,
I can't
so
figure out where.
the
And I was
director,
oh no, he's in Marvel.
the director
And
also
that's
did
how
the recent Planet of the Apes movies. And Serkis played Caesar, the monkey, in all of those. So
You mean the main monkey?
yeah, the main monkey.
All right. I only watched the first 2 of those.
Well, so he's in Marvel because he's the guy in
Claw.
Black Panther. Yeah, Claw. Thank
Yeah,
you.
he
But
was
didn't he
stealing
also
vibranium.
direct Venom 2?
Yeah, and we don't
Venom?
talk about that movie.
That came out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
came
it
out.
wasn't great. Okay,
Oh, I had no idea.
I think I don't know if we've talked about Venom 2 at all.
Electric Boogaloo.
But it was short, which wasn't a huge deal because a lot of these movies now are just too long.
It's short.
It's an hour.
I
And,
automatically like it more than most comic book.
right, it's an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes. It's real short.
No.
But instead of making a Venom movie, they decide to focus on Carnage, which is fine. But they give us this whole like backstory for Carnage and like his girlfriend and how you're supposed to care. And like, I just couldn't.
What?
Exactly.
I think my favorite thing is like about that movie. And can we spoil?
Oh yeah,
that
it's
good?
been out for a while.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody here is gonna give a shit.
Nope.
No. So, but like they legit just go, "Oh, you're here to see a Venom movie, right? Well, guess what?
Fuck
He and
you.
Eddie are gonna split up for a lot of the movie, so don't
Right.
worry about it."
Right, like they're like fighting, and
Did they have a breakup?
Yeah, they basically had break up.
and it's just, and
It's
like
very
Woody
stupid.
and Woody Harrelson as Carnage, I don't have a problem with, but I don't know. It's
I
just the movie itself just felt like it was misfiring the whole time.
Andrew, what you described reminded me of whenever I went and saw Tron Legacy in theaters.
Oh, be careful what you say. I love that
yeah.
movie.
So
I love that movie.
Went to see it in 3D.
Oh, bad call.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Bad call on any 3D movie, right?
It's such a bad call that before the movie, they like specifically are like, "Hey, by the way, this movie wasn't made in 3D,
Right,
so we've only punched up a couple scenes.
right.
Enjoy." I'm like,
Well,
"What? Pay
And this
extra
was
money for this shit."
this was the 3D of back then, where the post 3D process that they used like darkens the image.
It
so-
made it very, very dark and almost
Right,
impossible. to
and
see.
they refuse to up the projector lumens because they're like, well, that's going to burn out our projectors faster. We don't want to do that for just
Yeah.
this movie.
It's kind of how light emitting things work.
Yeah, so
All I wanted
regrettably,
to see was Olivia Wilde in a tight outfit. Wait, was it Olivia Wilde?
it was Olivia Wilde.
It was Olivia
It's
Wilde.
Olivia,
It was the
yeah.
one.
Yes.
It was the one from House.
Yes.
I've only
'Cause that's
seen
all-
one 3D movie.
Okay.
What was it?
It was Piranha 3 Double D.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
knew it was gonna be some horror movie.
Is it?
So let me ask you, as far as Piranha 3 Double D goes, do you recommend?
the movie? No, I mean no.
Why not?
I would say if you want like a schlocky animal based horror comedy,
Thanksgiving.
check out Zombievers.
What about, like-
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Has any-
Velocipaster's another good one.
Velocipaster. There's
Has anybody watched Moon Knight yet?
I have.
no.
What do you think of it so far?
So I'm real biased because out of a lot of the superheroes, I actually really enjoy Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight's
the-
good.
The PID that they kind of show, the different split personalities that he has. I definitely really appreciate the way they kind of tell that story, and I've read a few of them. I think a few that they've actually based the show on because I'm seeing different things, and so I'm so psyched that this is actually happening. I don't want it connected to anything in the MCU though.
Right. So that was my thing as well, but I am happy to say thus far that if you didn't tell me this was a Marvel property, I would not know.
Ah, okay.
Andrew,
Well, that
the
makes me
second you
wanna
brought
watch
up, Moon Knight, I was like, you listen to too much James Willems from Funhouse, because I remember he used to be a huge like Moon Knight person, and he would talk about all the time. I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. And then the show came out. It's like, oh,
I liked Moon Knight before I liked Funhouse. Thank you.
I
I used
liked
to
Moon
get
Knight
Knight
because I
and
am a
Taskmaster
hipster.
confused.
Yeah, yeah. I'll pull out my graphic novels. I'll pull out my volumes. Thank you.
I mean,
Marvel
it's
ruined
doing
Taskmaster, so
much better than Morbius.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mounted up for Morbius too.
Oh, David mounted up for it
Is
too.
better than Morbius.
David was so excited for Morbius. He brought it up in our Batman podcast, and then I think he instantly regretted it because I was like,
Jared
"You-"
Leto is such a bummer of a human being that.
Oh
just-
yes.
That's one way to put it. It's just
Oh
a
my
bummer
God.
of a human being.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm waiting for
Uh,
him to go full Far Cry 5.
I was gonna say Kanye West, but yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. You know, Kanye West has his dumb church in the desert too. So
Just-
I mean, he kind of looks like Joseph Seed.
he does.
That's the scary part.
just
Do you think
come on, man.
subconsciously Ubisoft was like, you know what? We need a character model for our crazy person. We'll just
They
kind
might
of
have
subconsciously borrow from Jared Leto when he's crazy.
I wanted to play that game, but I never did, and everyone tells me that it wasn't what they thought it was gonna be.
It wasn't. It wasn't
mean,
great.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
not bad,
great.
it's
It
not
wasn't
great.
bad.
I've never played a
repetitive.
Far Cry game.
But so
Just play 3 or Blood Dragon.
that's kind of the thing. Like Far Cry 4 through 6 are pretty much the same game. Just they throw you in a different environment, but they keep going back to like a tropical environment because that was
What
like their
about
thing.
Primal?
Oh yeah,
I don't even
Primal.
think Primal was really that different. It was just a
It was 3 with a different skin on it.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
can
they
tell
didn't
you,
even have
yeah,
the same
I can
map.
tell you that Blood Dragon has an awesome soundtrack.
It does. Which you can play that standalone.
Well, yeah. Oh, that game by itself, yeah. I have. the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
without Far Cry 3. And then also they did a crossover with that fucking motorcycle game.
Trials.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Trials of the Blood Dragon, I think it was
Mhm.
called.
Oh right.
Yeah. And Jack Patillo has a voice in that.
oh, see, you're gonna go after me for the James William things and Williams
Well,
thing, and you're gonna
I mean,
go. Jack
do you
Patillo, Jack
know?
Patillo.
I was about to say, do you know Jack
Look.
Patillo and Jeff are both in Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that actually. I saw that
know-
naturally.
Jeff was the mailman, I believe.
He's the
Or, like,
train. He's
postmaster?
like the train ticket
yeah.
guy, and then
Yeah.
Jack is the hotel person in Valentine, like one of the first towns you run into.
Spoilers, there's a town called Valentine.
There's a town called Valentine in both. Isn't
I
it
didn't
in Grand Theft Auto?
either.
I don't.
There's the guy with the last name Valentine.
Yeah.
That's like a big like mobile for especially in Vice City.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Greg,
there. I don't think
the
there's a
Hammer
Valentine,
Valentine?
City.
Yeah.
Like Valentine, the city was unique to Red Dead Redemption 2, I think.
No, but there was something Valentine in Red Dead because
I think
because
it's
that's
a
one
person.
thing that
I think it was a
that,
person.
that Rockstar just loves. They just love having Valentine and
That name.
Strawberry.
Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't played
No.
GTA in forever.
Well,
I'm
guess what?
GTA'd out, man.
Yeah. Now's not the time.
Yeah, I'm good.
You say you miss it, then you play it for a week, and then we all just not play it again.
Yeah, because we do missions and then they get
Do we?
Because I gotta keep. We do. We used to
And
do a lot
I think
of
it's just
the,
you, Todd.
We
the
do
drug running stuff.
Yeah, but we do that for like 20 minutes, and then I start blowing David up, and then
Michael and I get in a sniper fight.
and then yeah.
I just remember for the Xbox 360, we would play. Injure and I with Nick and our friend Robbie, we would all play Red Dead Redemption online,
Oh, yeah.
and it would start out like earnest, and we would want to play the game, but then we would just kill each other's horses while we were on them.
That's sad.
You're monsters.
Oh yeah, no. It's great when someone just rides up ahead of you, and you're like, oh god, here it comes, and then just they throw a knife right in the forehead of your horse.
It's a fall on you.
That's
That's
fucking
the whole thing.
brutal.
I've seen a lot of videos on like TikTok and stuff of people clan hunting in Red Dead 2.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh my god.
I
That's
didn't
the most
realize
satisfying
that
thing.
that game attracted a lot of alt-right white supremacists. It's very strange.
I mean, it was a time when they were like quote unquote
On top?
accepted, yeah.
On top.
Oh yeah, they it's just funny watching one dude just walk into a room full of dudes in clan outfits and pull out some like gun kana shit and destroy all of them.
It's
I'm like,
always like one of those like and I don't know shit about guns. It's always one of those pistols that, like, you have to like use both hands to fire it. Like, it's awesome.
With like a hammer.
Well,
I remember
Yeah.
playing the game, and I was in the woods.
Yeah,
and
I was about to say.
I just saw random guys putting up crosses and setting them on
No.
fire. But like the last one, they couldn't get up, and they're all trying to push it up, and it's already getting set on fire, and so they just got on fire as they're doing
Were
it.
they
That's
were they
funny.
NPCs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're NPCs.
Oh,
So there's just random
wow.
there's just random events in the world. Like another instance of that is they'll be putting a cross up on a hill, and the same thing, like it's too heavy, and eventually they like one guy like gets back because he's like, oh, it's about to fall, and it just like crushes the dude. And then the guy like turns around and goes like, "What are you looking at?" And you're like, I don't.
Then you shoot them.
Yeah,
You
you,
shoot him. Yeah.
yeah. It's great.
Remember
Yeah,
when
I didn't get
games
that.
No.
I just had to watch them burn.
Well, there's multiple like the amount of detail in that game. I know a lot of us in our group didn't care for it because it didn't feel like the original game. And I myself, I think when I first started playing, I was like, I don't know, guys, this is it's hard. It was hard to get into, but eventually it really like opened up, and the detail that they had was just so wonderful. Like it's just shit would happen to you just standing in like the middle of the fucking street. And there's one of my favorite things was there's a guy standing on the corner. RDR miss mid L.
Just keep
messed
going.
up.
Keep on your story.
Okay.
I fucked it up.
I see that. There's this guy just standing on the corner in like the New Orleans-esque town, and he's like, eugenics, we have to make sure that we don't mix the races. And he just kind of like stares at you for a second. He's like, you, sir, would you like a brochure? You can punch him in the face. He'll run away. And my favorite thing was, just shooting him in the back, and he just falls into the ocean. And no one cares. The police don't try to arrest you. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
I like the
Isn't
little
eugenics the fucking Scientology thing?
No.
No,
Yeah, what is
sir.
What am I thinking of?
Oh, he knows it's
Eugenics is-
hygienics.
Eugenics is selective breeding to get rid of the,
Undesirable
animals.
traits.
Yeah.
and by that they mean black.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
I like the little details in the game of like the buildings being built, in town.
Yeah.
Every time you visit, there's a little more progress, and then like, there was forget the mission now, but it's small things like I see people talk about like the earlobe in the sunlight.
Yep.
You know that you could see like the red light through the ear cartilage.
Yeah.
It's one of
just,
those things. It's one of those games where, like, I recognize that it is an unbelievably incredible accomplishment, but I don't want to make sure that I clean my gun before, so it won't backfire or something like that.
But that's the thing.
Why
You
hate
don't.
Breath of the Wild?
You don't
Because of
have to
weapons.
do
That's
that.
why I hate Breath of the Wild.
Well, that's
why
one of the.
never played
I don't
it.
hate Breath of the Wild, but that's definitely not
Like,
helping.
Jim, you don't have to do that. You don't have to eat. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't actually impact you that much. And that's the thing. Like, everyone.
I think the reason why I think it does is because, like, when I played, it's the reason why I don't really like San Andreas that much. Like, I don't want to have to worry
Getting
about
fat and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
I
thing.
remember that. It's like it's so immersive, but I hate it.
I ignored all of that. And, like, it would be like, oh, your gun's dirty, so your performance is reduced a bit. Okay.
Okay.
Can I still shoot the person? Cool. We're good. I mean, the one thing I did was, after a certain point, your beard will stop growing. Unless you drink hair tonic. So the more hair tonic you drink, the wilder it will become, and it'll just keep growing and growing and growing. That's like the only thing I committed to because I was just like, this guy looks fucking ridiculous.
Does your hair grow?
Yes.
Yeah, the hair grows.
Okay. Not
But
your beard. Your
stops
beard
at a
and the
certain
okay.
point.
Correct.
You just said beard, and I was like, wait. just
No,
the beard?
it's everything. It's everything. But
Pubes.
I mean, maybe
Everywhere.
maybe I didn't want to look too much into it. So
I can send you a few mods if you want.
Oh,
Oh, that exists. That for sure exists.
For sure.
Go ahead, Todd.
It's been a bit since we last podcasted, but since then, the game of the year has come out for Andrew,
Yes.
Elden Ring. Did you ever finish it?
No. So it's funny because yeah, I know how I can finish it. I'm in an area where I can go, there's the tree. If I can get there, I can touch the tree, and then I'm Elden Ring, right? So the
You are
problem is,
Elden Ring.
the problem is I have so many bullies. There's so many bullies in that game. Like, I literally can't get past the door to the tree because there's a boss that is just unbeatable for me, and I don't understand how.
User
Then
was moved out of your channel.
yeah.
Who was that?
Who do you think?
Hold on,
User in your
Oh.
channel is
Sir David.
What's up?
I believe we're getting some feedback from you.
Oh, my bad.
No worries.
So yeah, go ahead.
The
So you have like NPC bullies or
I think
like,
it's both.
invaders?
So yeah, invaders aren't fun. Invaders really only happen to me though when I co-op with somebody though. That's really the only time I really see invaders. I never really go looking for them. I'm not really a big fan of the PvP aspect of it,
I mean,
personally.
It's
but-
you know, it's funny because like Jim, please
That
explain
game
your
made my
experience.
asshole itch.
That's it. End of statement.
Yeah, I don't think anything
no,
else
man.
has to be said about that.
So I pre-ordered that game.
Yeah.
Because
Why you don't pre-order, everybody?
hold on. Because I thought that it would let me pre-download it and play it at 11 p.m. on Thursday night or whatever.
Okay.
The only reason why I pre-ordered it. And I pre-ordered it from Best Buy, so that's definitely my fault. But it was a known issue with Best Buy PC pre-orders for that game. People weren't getting the codes at all. So by like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. the next morning, I still hadn't gotten the ability to download it because I was like, well, midnight and then 1 a.m. hit, and I was like, well, I'll download it in the morning, and that way when I'm home from work, I can jump on and play it. And so it's still not there. So I ended up calling like Best Buy, and they're like, yeah, it's a known issue. We can try and do this, blah blah blah. But I was like, well, can I just return it? Is it only because I wanted to download it early? And they were like, yeah. And so I ended up returning it. And then I was like, well, let me go ahead and just buy it again. So, and because he said the problem was fixed. So I bought it again on Best Buy, the PC version, and 2 hours passed, and I still don't get the fucking code to download it on Steam.
Oh.
And so I'm like, oh, God damn it. All right, fine. So I returned it again. That time, I literally just canceled the order. And so then I went on to Steam, and I bought it. And I installed it, and I played it for 10 or 15 minutes, and my computer cannot hang with it. And I get that. At that point, I'm not mad. I'm really happy that Steam has the ability to return within a specific set of parameters. And then I go on and I power on the old PS4, which I very rarely play anymore. And I download it from there. Or no. Wait, that's not what I did. I ordered the physical version from Best Buy on PS4, picked it up, and did all the install stuff, played it for 2 or so hours, and what a fucking miserable, everything I dislike about video games all rolled into one. No, it made every ounce of my being depressed and stressed, and just I became a complete misanthrope, and so I sold it on eBay, and I took a little bit of a loss.
So can I real quick? So,
L plus
first off,
ratio.
L plus ratio. Jesus Christ again. So Best Buy hasn't been able to do PC downloads or PC codes since I was there, and it was like 2008.
That is correct.
Do you know what the PC game that I purchased prior to that was? Diablo 3 on launch day.
Oh goodness.
So it had been
1994. Got it.
I did BioShock Infinite.
Not that old.
It was fine.
I did
I
BioShock Infinite on PS4.
I never bought any digital PC games from Best Buy. I've only bought one physical game from there. That was for PC, and that was Overwatch. Actually.
Well, but let me ask you this, Jim. Like, was it advertised as like Best Buy being the exclusive? You get this, like at this time.
Oh no, it's because I have a Best Buy credit card and wanted to use that because I haven't.
Oh.
I mean, it's nothing on it. I wanted to put something on it.
Okay.
So
maybe okay. Now I understand why you made such a large mistake.
Yeah.
I was just like, this doesn't like, Steam is a thing, sure, or even Epic at that point, right?
Steam is always the third option for me.
What?
The third option? What's the first?
The third is always the third option, and I'll say what the first option is, and it's the Epic Games Store.
You can use creator code Ranting Media.
You can use creator code Ranting Media.
Also, if you don't even play on Epic Game Store, you can use it on Fortnite.
No,
Rocket League, or Fall Guys.
We're not doing Epic. We're not doing Epic Game Store anymore because they fucking canceled our account.
No,
or they reset it.
Reset us back to 0.
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. Fuck them.
So there's that. Then there's GOG, good old gaming.
What?
Okay, GOG's fine.
I like that it's DRM free, And then Steam is like the Walmart or the Amazon of.
Oh, come on!
Like, if I have to use it, I'll go ahead and use it, but
Jim,
I don't want to support it.
The Walmart of the gaming world is either going to be Xbox, the store, not Game Pass. There's a clear distinction, not Game Pass. I would actually probably say Origin is probably definitely the Walmart of.
I was gonna say G2A.
Yeah, G2A.
G2A, no.
Like the Kmart that was released.
Yeah, that's like a flea market now.
Shady motherfuckers in there.
It's just a flea market.
I feel weird.
Are you trying to support the little guy, like CD Projekt Red, the giant gaming company?
Gabe Newell seems like a piece of shit. Like,
whoa! Why do you think he seems like that? Like, what's your reasoning?
Man, just a feeling. It's just a feeling. I can't.
Have you ever like watched him like do like just a talk?
No.
Anything?
I think you should.
Yeah.
Dude. I think you should.
Are you against fat people?
Oh no!
I mean, clearly.
Now, let it be known.
It's not clear because we're on audio, Jim.
Let it be known that like I loved John Lasseter for a long time. And then the guy who founded Pixar.
Pixar.
And then he ended up being a piece of shit. And so I get it, but like to this day, like Gabe Newell has not exhibited signs of being a piece of shit.
I actually just found it, and I don't know.
Okay.
Every once in a while, there are articles that I remember reading and being like,
okay,
oh wow, that hits me. And it's a Polygon article from 2017, and I'll share it amongst.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Is not your friend, and Steam is not healthy for gaming, and the illusion behind the good guy Valve reputation.
Wait. What year did you say?
2017, like 5 years ago.
So is this about like anti-competition?
Well, yeah, the DRM stuff.
Well, ironically, since this article came out, their biggest competition has come out.
Game Pass?
Epic was not a thing. Epic Game
okay.
Store was not a thing when this article was written.
Well,
sure.
and the other piece of this, the other piece of this is that they, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably akin to the Apple versus Epic Store debate of how Apple takes I think it's a 30% cut of whatever sale they do on the at the App Store. So, if I'm not mistaken, Steam did a similar practice for quite some time. And I don't know if that's the case now. Is it? Okay.
They still take a much larger cut than Epic.
Right. And there's the whole Steam Greenlight program, which I don't think exists anymore.
Not in its original form, no.
Right. So I get it being considered a monopoly and things like that, but that being said, I can see where the corporate greed is. Look at how Valve software is ran. I really encourage you to do that. There's actually a employee handbook that they have that basically explains this is how we run our company. It's not run traditionally. You don't have a boss. And basically everyone around you is kind of on the same level as you, and you have a desk that you put your machine on, and you roll your desk around and you join other people on the floor if you want to be on their project. So you'll say, hey, I want to do this game. And if you can convince other people to join you, then you all get around and you'll go off in a corner by yourselves and make your game. There's no approval process. There's no corporate hierarchy that's saying no, we got to do this. That's literally how stuff like the Steam Deck came to be. People literally were just I want a Switch, but I want to be able to play PC games like the Switch. Started off, Gabriel rolled his desk over into that space, started doing stuff, and that's how it came to be.
Now I want to clarify for Jim, because I'm not talking shit about his thoughts on that, because it's his opinion. My opinion does not really matter. So your article that you brought up was written May 16th, 2017.
It's all because it even goes against no refunds, and they have that now.
Right. They've changed quite a bit.
Yes.
And that's because of competition. For your credit, Epic Game Store came out December 6, 2018. So about a year and a half later. Epic immediately came out with much better cuts whenever it comes to what they take from your purchase. Valve still does take 30%. Epic takes, if I remember right, it's 12. Microsoft has also followed through and also done the same. They also give you a discount on licensing fees. So competition is good, and I think that article is now kind of a weird time capsule of whenever Valve was way too big for its own britches with no real competition. The competition that they bring up in that article is Origin, which will never actually be competition for Epic, for Valve.
I only know Origin as the thing that's on my computer when my wife plays The Sims.
Right. For most people on the planet, Origin is used for one of three things: The Sims, Apex Legends, or FIFA. Those three. Battlefield has lost all of its player base. The new one that came out earlier this year.
Star Wars.
So that's why Fallen Jedi is also on Game Pass, if I remember right.
Nope, so is kickback through Origin.
Right, but it's still, either way, you still are going through the other thing first, which even more proves that they're not competition, because they are part of the Game Pass data.
Yeah,
quote,
even
unquote.
Steam and Epic both have their own versions of,
Right.
of the game, but they go through Origin at some point.
Right. It's similar to how I bought Rainbow Six Siege on Steam, but it
Yep.
still makes me use fucking Ubisoft, which is
Yep,
hot garbage.
agreed.
But yeah, so you said you use GOG a lot?
I
How
do.
many games do you own on GOG?
Let's see.
Oh man,
Because it's owned by CD Projekt Red, am I correct?
Yeah,
It is
Yes,
CD Projekt Red,
Okay.
yeah.
It wasn't originally, though, correct?
So, legally speaking, it is its own company. It
But
has,
do they share
but there
a
is,
big
I
parent
own
company?
17 games.
as far as, hold on, I have to double check this real quick. I know at one point.
Also, I need to see is Valve still a private company or is it public?
I believe it's still private.
Yeah, I
It
don't think
is
that's
private.
public.
It is private.
Well,
Gabe Newell
here's the
is
thing.
a 50% owner of it.
Arguably Steam is still one of the biggest providers for video games, correct?
I
Absolutely.
mean, there's no
Right.
doubt.
by a long.
Now, do
by
you
a
think
mile.
that 30% is less corporate greed and more like, hey, we need to maintain these servers, we need to maintain this network,
Absolutely
we
not.
need to maintain...
Absolutely
6 of
not.
one, half dozen of another?
I
I
the
think
rea-
they could probably do a 10% cut and still make all their money.
So 20% total...
I mean, realistically, because if you think about it, that 30% cut is across the board, no matter what size studio you are. So if you're
Right.
an indie developer trying to break out, you're going to have to start shelling out 30% of your profits, and hope that your Kickstarter actually gave you enough money.
Is it
to get off
30% of the profit or is it 30% of the sale?
30%
30% of
sales.
sale. So
Right.
whatever, hopefully you price your game at a reasonable price that people will pay for. Otherwise,
Well, so here's the thing, I'm not saying that indie developers don't deserve a chance or anything like that, but our majority of games from everything that we typically play and the majority of people play are from massive publishing houses, right?
Not
kind
even.
of. I mean,
I
like
would- I would
Hades,
say
for
that-
instance.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
that's-
Hades
is a AAA studio or whatever.
Right.
Was it Behemoth?
Supergiant?
Supergiant.
Supergiant. Yeah, you're better than me at that. I would not say that studio is small by any means.
Right.
Okay. Now.
So, but either way, so this is more detrimental to your indie developer versus say a publishing house or a big studio.
Right. But I also feel like the age of we talked about this before, and Michael loves to argue this. I think the era of AA gaming is dead. I think it's AAA. And
What's
indie.
a double A game again?
Yeah, what is a double?
Yeah,
A?
that was my thing. Now I can't define it. Back in the day, I would say games by Acclaim or fucking Namco Bandai back in the day, or shit like that. Namco Bandai is a giant company now. Acclaim is dead. Like hell, without Activision, Neversoft only makes one game, and that's
I have
fucking
a
Tony
list.
Hawk.
I have a list of. Here's just a couple. PUBG is a AA game. A game called DayZ is a AA game, and Among Us is considered a AA game.
I was gonna say, aren't
dude.
those two the same thing?
Would you not consider Among Us an indie game that just so happened to blow up?
I'm going by Wikipedia definition.
Oh,
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
okay.
So double A
Among
studios tend to range from 50 to 100 people in size. That is and then double A
50
games.
to 100.
Yeah, double A games to be priced about $10 to $40 compared to 60 to 70 that triple A games are priced at. So
Question: what would you consider Supergiant then?
So
Are they indie or are they AA?
I mean,
Don't look up anything yet. Don't look up anything yet.
No, I'm going
I'd
to.
say it's indie.
Because they have 20 employees.
Damn,
Yeah,
that
I'd say
seems
it's
very indie to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty.
they've also made Bastion, Transistor, and Hades. Like
Oh, wow.
three
Well, okay,
game of
but
the years.
but look at Stardew Valley, made
That
by
was one-
one
that was-
person,
One guy,
One dude.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
happens to be, as far as I know, a pretty fucking massive success.
You know what? Ironically, is a AA game.
Hmm.
No Man's Sky.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah,
It was developed by a AA studio. It was published by, or it was given a lot of marketing by Sony.
correct.
I don't know.
Like,
How he plays
What'd you
who?
say, Jim?
I'm thinking about how many employees like Atlas has.
Probably a lot. I can tell you. Let's find out. Atlas USA.
Over 2,200 employees.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
Is that
AAA
both
studio.
parts of the company,
What's that?
or is that just USA?
That's global.
Is that Atlas as a whole? Oh, okay.
That's global, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's a AAA
Does
studio.
Atlas West make any games, or do they just do translation?
I have no. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, no idea.
Wow.
Oh. Wow.
Falcom
Andrew
has
and Jim, what a
62
fail.
employees.
Who?
What?
Nihon Falcom, they make like the Heroes and E's and those games.
Oh, so they don't matter. Got it.
They're one of the older, video game companies that are still around. I'm not gonna go in depth about Nihon Falcom, but yeah.
Oh,
Who
but
makes
you
Hyper
could.
Neptunia? Who makes Hyper Neptunia?
Oh God,
Koei Tecmo?
I believe it's Koei.
Oh man, you guys are going to some deep cuts. They have no idea what you're talking
Right? I'm
about.
like, I don't know any of these.
Konami? I don't fucking know.
Konami makes
Hyper
pachinko
Neptunia
machines.
is Idea Factory.
Yeah, I've never heard of Idea Factory, but actually,
Koei
I have.
Tecmo
What about-
has published it?
What about From Software?
They are part of the Bandai Namco group,
Whatever they were, they're not anymore.
right?
Actually, no, they are not.
All their games are published by Bandai Namco, right?
Well, and then I think you're looking at because I've been hearing there's been rumblings about Sony looking to purchase Firm Software.
That's true. Yeah. Wait, their parent is Katakawa, like the manga company?
Yeah,
cool.
I feel like that
Wait a
happens a lot.
yeah. That's
I feel
why.
like that probably happens a lot.
That's why I
All right,
was
Andrew,
like,
here's
this
the new
isn't.
plan. Here's the new plan.
Got it.
So we get a Bookwalker sponsorship
Bookwalker. Got it.
because that's Katakawa.
Yep.
But then
Damn.
we parlay that into getting a FromSoft sponsorship.
Ooh.
Maybe
Parlay.
they'll give you a living one of those pot guys.
The pot friend.
They'll make a version
friend.
of Elden Ring just for Jim.
Is it wrong that I thought of
Make it turn based.
There. Oh
Is it
god.
wrong that I thought
why?
of the word parlay because of the Johnny Depp trial?
Oh my God.
So-
That's pirate words.
Like apparently there is a clip from that where they're like, so who did Johnny Depp play in Pirates of the Caribbean? And his sister was like,
I saw
his
that.
sister was like Captain Jack
Jack
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
And he just like
Just
chuckles to
smiles.
himself. He's like, hey, that's fucking right.
Well, there's also a moment where like, I guess they're asking Amber Heard like, she liked spending time with him when he was with his friends. Like, I guess trying to like.
Bunch of old dudes playing guitar.
Yeah,
I
play a
saw
bunch of old
that.
dudes playing guitar, and like he like chuckles to himself, and I'm like, good for you, man.
So I saw them playing back audio messages between the two, or like phone
Yeah.
messages, and like Amber Heard said that I'm not punching you, I'm hitting you.
Yeah.
Just like, what's the difference?
All I know
There
is
isn't.
that she likes to poop in beds.
Yeah.
That's all I know. That's the only thing I got from that whole trial. Is that she poops in beds and blames it on the dog.
God.
Didn't even know that bit.
Oh, you didn't know that part?
No.
Oh man, TikTok.
Oh, so you
has
were
a
taking it
field day with
seriously
this.
while everybody else is all like, Amber Heard poops herself.
Well,
Well, she
apparently,
didn't do that like as an accident. That was on
no.
purpose.
Yeah, it's revenge pooping. Apparently.
What you? So wait, you saying
That's
is
kind
she?
of pooping.
So she pooped herself as revenge.
She I mean, I don't think she pooped herself. I the way that I picture it, and I don't like to.
Do you think
picture
she's
it.
just squatting in the middle of the bed?
Yes,
Is that
100%. She knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. Did it and then smeared it all over like the artwork in his room. And stuff.
God.
What if like you put it in between the box spring and the mattress? You know?
Oh.
No, man, that's when you take a page out of that '70s show and like hide a fish
Oh, yeah.
in between the box spring and the mattress.
Jesus.
Oh man. Either way, I saw on Reddit it was r/mildly infuriating. And someone who lives near the courthouse that they're having their trial at, people were leaving like pamphlets in people's on people's cars saying about how much good Amber Heard does for the world and for
gross.
yeah, and it's like really.
I keep hearing though that Johnny Depp is no saint either, but I've really not, and maybe because I haven't dug to find anything. What did he do?
I'm pretty sure at one point he did admit to like hitting her.
Confronted
And
with
I
a
know
recording of himself saying, "I headbutted you in the forehead, and that doesn't break a nose." Mr. Depp said he had been trying to placate Miss Heard by repeating her version of the events. There is not an intentional headbutt, the actor said, and if you want to have a peaceful conversation with Miss Heard, you might just have to placate her just a little bit. Listen,
I'm gonna say this: they're both awful people.
Yeah,
I
don't.
They're both just the cringiest people.
I don't like. I'm not going to defend either side at this point. Like the dude's career is over. I'm not saying that's like just desserts for what happened on his side. I think her career should be over too.
Yep.
I'm never gonna be able.
It sucks because she's in a movie
Who's
that
gonna
I
play
love.
Mira?
Who cares?
Hey,
Dude.
is the best DC universe.
Amelia Clark
Serious?
could play Mira, no problem.
Who?
Amelia Clark.
Oh, Daenerys.
Oh no, I am so tired of her.
Daenerys.
What else has
Targaryen.
she been in?
I'm sorry, I'm nothing wrong. I'm tired of seeing her in every movie.
And
So he's
what
like,
movies has she been in that you've been watching?
Amelia Clark?
Yes.
Let's see. Hold on. Terminator.
Wait for
That
him
was
to figure out.
years
That was-
ago.
Terminator was in
And I feel like
2015.
you're the only one that saw that.
Yeah,
2015.
I know.
And
And him and her and Jai Courtney. Jai Courtney got shoved into everything. I need like at least another decade. away
Okay,
from that guy.
hold on. Let me just roll something
movie
here.
since 2019.
Exactly.
Not long
She was in
enough.
Game of Thrones.
Yep.
She's gonna be in Secret
that?
Invasion.
Yep.
What's that?
That's a Marvel.
Marvel thing.
Marvel.
David, I think you're dumb. This is like the whole like Fast and the Furious, like same thing as
How it's
Citizen
better than
Kane.
Citizen Kane.
Your
Yeah,
bullshit.
I'm sorry.
I
Does
would-
Citizen Kane have a sequel?
Look,
Doesn't
hold
need
on,
one.
Hold on.
Doesn't
Yes,
need one.
It's called Citizen Undertaker. I made this joke yesterday.
David,
What?
I would rather watch Fast and the Furious than Citizen Kane.
Okay.
Aw, Jim,
That's
don't
not a hot
don't
take, Jim.
don't pander to him.
I'm
Would
not
you rather
pandering
wa-
to him.
Would you
That's
rather watch
pandering.
Schindler's
It's
List?
pandering to David.
She was in Solo?
Yeah, I was
She
gonna
was.
say nobody said Solo.
I never watched
There's
it.
a reason
I
why.
didn't even know that was out.
A long time ago. like
There's
it's
a
been so
reason
long.
why.
How long it's been out? It's in Lego Star Wars.
Wow.
that
Oh
new
my
game
God.
was
Which-
awesome.
Which I just
Yeah,
want
what?
to point out. I like the game so far. I could literally do without the intro every single
Wait,
time
do
I
you
start
have?
the game.
Do you have it?
Have
Oh,
is such a
never mind.
loose
Was it-
have is such a loose
was it-
term these
Was
days.
it the way that I was like, here, I found it?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah.
Man, Johnny Depp is so cool.
Is online working?
You know what's a great show that kind of segues into that? Our Flag Means Death. What a great show.
No, I refuse to watch it. He ripped off fucking Internet Historian.
No, he
I've
didn't.
never even heard of that.
Listen, Todd, I'm going to tell you something right now. They took the original story, or not even story, original events of like historical accuracy, and they ran with it in a completely different direction.
So it's no longer.
Well, it was never meant to be historically accurate. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have Internet Historian, which we will give the classification of historically accurate. If you want to learn the true story, watch that. If you want something that you'll enjoy, I would call it popcorn flick. Our Flag Means Death. Very funny. Really, really good story. Expands upon some of the historical accuracy in new ways.
So basically, like The Great for Catherine the Great.
Say that one more time.
So basically, like The Great, with the story about Catherine.
Yes, perfect example. Perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's basically a parody of actual real life events.
I never realized that fucking video was an hour and 15 minutes long.
The Internet Historian one?
Yeah, the Internet Historian video.
I watch
that video all the time. Losing an hour every time.
The show is just it's got such a good cast. It's got cameos from like everybody you could think of. Really good.
I know Rice Darby's in it. Is that correct?
Rice Darby is Stede Bonnet.
Who?
He's like the very Australian.
No,
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
New
Zealand. Sorry.
I was about to say, is it because Taika Waititi's involved? New Zealand.
Taika Waititi is involved. But Rice Darby's been in like a bunch of Taika Waititi stuff.
I've never heard of this person, and I don't like it.
He's good.
I can guarantee you, if we played a clip of him, you'd be like, I know who that is.
You know precisely who it is. He's usually a really like wacky out there character.
Great stuff.
What's his name?
Rice Darby. So
R-I-C-E?
No, RHYSDARBY.
I typed it in as rice, like grain, and it still pulled up.
I mean, is it Reese or Rice?
I thought it was Rice Darby.
I don't recognize this gentleman.
If you heard him, though, you'd be like, oh, I've heard his voice in so many different things.
Let's see. He was
in Yes Man.
Consideration to replace Michael Scott on The Office.
Yep.
Really?
Apparently, according to this. Filmography. All right, let's see.
He played Crash Bandicoot. What?
Wait, when? What?
In Skylanders Academy, the TV show.
That's not canon.
That's not canon.
Yes Man. Isn't that the Jim?
Yes.
Yeah, no, not. Okay, it is Jim Carrey. I watched that movie. Don't remember the guy.
Flight of the Conchords.
Never watched it. He was in Trolls.
Yep.
Never watched it. He was in the new Jumanji.
He is also in the new X-Files.
Who was he in Jumanji?
Nigel Billingsley.
Oh, I know exactly who that guy is now. Okay, never mind.
This movie looks like something that Jim might watch. Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, with Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he is indeed the person on here. He was on Teen Titans Go, the movie.
Yep.
The second Jumanji. All right, TV. Let's see. Fly the Conchords. Never watched it. How to Be a Gentleman. What the fuck is that? How I Met Your Mother. He was who? Hamish.
It was probably like a one-off episode.
Oh, he wasn't Hamish.
Yeah, he was. According to this.
And How I Met
That
Your
wasn't
Mother.
Bryan Cranston. I was thinking Bryan
That definitely
Cranston.
is not Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
I don't remember who this guy is, so I'm moving on. Aquabat, Super Show.
Hell yeah.
Modern Family, Comedy Bang Bang.
Comedy Bang Bang. Hell yeah.
Andrew. I love
He was Russell in Half-Life Alyx.
Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Yep, he's been all over the place, dude.
I've never watched any of these.
What's up, Jim?
Have you introduced your daughter to like Aquabats yet?
So, I don't think that would fly. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Really
I'm gonna-
interesting.
Because so far, like anything that really keeps her attention, and it sucks because it happens anytime I'm watching anime, but during
Oh,
an
no.
opening, or an ending
Uh-huh,
little sequence, she'll eyes at the TV and just start, yeah, this is it. This is what I like.
So, so have you sat her down in front of Spy X Family and been like, look, it's a child around your age.
Do this.
Learn telepathy. Spoilers.
Oh, is that spoilers?
It's episode 1. But
I was
yeah.
gonna say because I put that in the article, but whoops.
Did you?
Yeah.
So, Andrew, perfect segue. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing in May.
The goo.
Oh man. So we're gonna need to get this started too. By the way.
Oh, I brought it up during yesterday's stream, but I think you left.
I was AFK a lot, so.
That's all right.
But basically, what we want to do is in the month of May, we're gonna kind of like Secret Santa an anime recommendation to someone else. It's not. Fortunately, I couldn't convince everybody in Ranting Media because this is a task. We're asking you to watch either one full 12 episode season of an anime, or sorry, 2 12 season episode of an anime, or 124.
Can you give us like an example?
So with
Mushoku
anime,
Tensei.
yeah, anime usually tends to wrap up in 12 episodes for one season. All right. So
Dragon Ball Z.
that's what I was going to get
Yeah,
into.
no, they still did arcs that were roughly 20 episodes.
Yeah, they have 24 episode arcs also as well for like the big, huge, popular things that everybody wants to see. Spy Family, for example,
12 episodes.
is actually no 24.
What about?
I
say,
only
like,
have it listed as 1-4.
Sword Art Online.
They
Sword
also
Art
do.
Online had 24.
They do
I
12
believe.
and 24.
Okay, so they're like the bigger.
Yeah,
Well,
the bigger
I mean,
ones.
a lot of times they're split up into cores. I think they call it COURS.
Yeah, so
and it's just two timeline or a half split season.
yeah,
Dress Up
let's
Darling
talk-
is 12.
yeah, Food Wars, is 12.
Dopukeki.
Yeah, for different plates, right?
Mid plus ratio.
Yeah. So the idea is somebody who doesn't know an anime. Like I'll use Jim. Do you mind if I use you as an example?
You can use me all you want.
I'm
That's
gonna use
hot.
it so hard. So you recently have been getting a lot more into anime,
Like newer anime for sure.
newer
Thank
anime,
God,
yeah.
finally.
Man, like because you had complaints about it being like too shiny or too polished,
Yes, and
like,
I feel like that either I was seeing something that really wasn't there, or I was wrong, or they've changed it, but it's not as bad.
So the challenge is, again, throughout the month of May, somebody like Jim would get recommended from like Ed, Nick, Todd, whoever, one specific anime to watch for 12 episodes, and then an additional one. So altogether, you're watching 24 no matter what.
So here's the thing, though. Like, let's say, for example, you recommend me The Office, and I hate the first season. I can't even get through
Too
the
fucking
first
bad.
2
Watch it
episodes.
all.
We're forced to watch the whole thing.
Yes.
Basically, yeah. And that's the thing is, we're gonna go a little bit of an honor system and not try to torture everybody.
Yeah, I won't be super shitty and recommend like a sensitive fella the most brutal fucking thing I can find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just saying Berserk, but
Berserk is
Berserk-
like Barney the fucking purple dinosaur.
Berserk is also like 20 years old, and the last version of it had such bad CGI that it does not count as anime.
Like I can't even watch it.
Did they remake Berserk relatively
Yeah.
recently?
That's
Yes.
the point.
So
I mean, Goblin Slayer makes Berserk look really tame,
definitely.
and
does.
Redo Healer. There's enough,
There's
but there's plenty of shows.
Exactly, and so that's the thing with anime. You name it, there's probably an anime for it.
Right.
You know, so we'll try to be nice to other people. I know, like I kind of have like this. Ooh, I want to make Jim watch something a little spicy and have his wife walk in, and then he has to explain himself.
I thought you were gonna make him watch like Idols stuff.
Oh no, it's
What?
Zombieland. Zombieland
I was
Saga.
about to say Zombieland Revenge or whatever it's called now. Yeah, super excited about that. Also, on top of that, we will kind of make it accessible to everyone because not all of us watch subs. Andrew, Ed, and Nick, I believe, all three watch sub.
I believe
Jim?
Ed watches.
Ed does a little bit of both, I think.
I prefer dubs, but I can watch subs.
And I only watch dubs.
So
Yeah.
then, and that's also why we're going to try to be a little bit nice too, with keeping that in mind. So
Also
we don't want
because
to torture
dubs are
you.
About a season behind half the time.
Oh,
So
and then like
I'm just now getting my.
I think we should make Todd watch One Piece.
oh god, no.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck off.
I
Nobody's
watched
watching it.
a single arc of One Piece, and it was like probably
Isn't that
600
like
episodes.
isn't that like
in.
100 episodes or something?
No, it was a relatively short one. I think it was like 20 episodes. I mean, I watched all of Bleach. That's 300 something.
That's
Isn't it
true.
still going?
You're not wrong. It's
Technically, it's coming back later this year.
yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say it should still be going.
Dragon Ball Z is probably the next longest that I watched.
Detective
I mean-
Conan would have been the bad one.
Oh man,
Shin Chan. Yeah.
Shin Chan's another bad one. Yeah. It
Detective
never
Conan.
ends.
Detective Conan I used to watch on, was it Adult Swim or Toonami? It was one of the
I think
two.
it was Toonami.
And it was cool, but
Yeah.
I can't watch hundreds of episodes of that.
You
Kind of
know,
like how I like
what about
my,
Lupin the Third? I feel like
that's
that
what I was
a
about to
long
bring
one.
up. I
I mean,
like
that
my
goes back to
Lupin
the
in short
70s.
burst.
Lupin the Third is actually not terrible though, because they will do about 24 episodes.
Right, and then a movie.
I've seen a couple of OVAs and it's enjoyable.
I love Lupin.
Was it the Count of?
Mhm.
I forgot what it is.
The
I always
Castle-
want to say Monte Cristo, but that's a sandwich.
There is a never mind. We can when we have a
We'll
new
bring
episode
that
of
up
Need
during-
Trash. Yeah.
Which will be sometime in May or right after May, right?
Yeah. So sometime in
You
May.
don't want to do a
maybe
midway
after.
progress report?
We could do a midway progress
can.
report. I would love that.
The Castle of Castellanago or Cagliostro.
So
Cagliostro.
that is something I wanted to bring up.
1979.
I wanted to bring up very briefly. Rant On is not going to be the only podcast during the Thursday
dead.
night stream, or rather Thursday night podcast. So we're going to be doing, and this isn't something I fully talked with everyone here, but this is kind of the way I've envisioned this. We're going to be doing different spots occasionally. So for 95% of the time, it's going to be Rant On. So you'll always be able to tune into that, no problem. The other 5% is going to be what I classify mystery podcasts. So we'll have the return of Neat Trash occasionally. We will have the return of Real Reporters occasionally. There may even be retrospects.
Shut up.
No,
fucking
I'm
hell.
serious. I'm serious. The Thursday night slot
Who
is
whispered
not.
that?
That was Jim.
Get the fuck out. I worked so hard to try and keep that one going.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
my
just
depression got
gotta
me through that
show up
thing.
now, Todd. You know, you just gotta show up.
Then I
That's
brought back Press Start Gaming, and then we gave up on that one too.
yep. So
But I am excited to have everything back. Hey, there's no E3 this year again, so you never know. We might be the new E3.
we might be the new E3. So, the reason why I'm kind of keeping this so loose is not because I don't crave consistency or anything. I don't want this to be stale. And I have a feeling that, you know, if we're doing this every other Thursday, there's going to be some big news that week that we're like, oh shit, we could talk about an entire podcast about this. And I don't want to limit us to just being like, no, it's Rant On. We have to talk about many, many things. So that is the new edict going forward. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's episode. Yeah,
What
it's
was
been
that?
great.
I think that was Todd's story.
I mean,
Question mark?
Yeah,
It is what it
that's
is.
what I was
Question,
going for.
question mark?
sorry, producer Todd, for making you fall
I
asleep.
think he's just mad because you said real reporters.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
he
Oh,
tried to kill it
He
so
got all
many
triggered.
times.
Well, and that's the thing, Todd. It just never will die.
I got.
It,
got
he can't
studio
because there's
triggered.
never. If the movie industry is still alive and well, so is real
The
reporters.
movie industry isn't alive and
I
well.
was gonna say definitely not well.
I mean, Spider-Man. Spider-Man kind of boosted it.
Sonic 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Jeez.
Hey, the return
Um,
of the best actor. Ever.
We'll tell
Return
you
of the
that The Secrets of Dumbledore has done awful, and that franchise is probably dead.
Thank
Oh
God.
no.
I am.
I'm so tired.
Listen,
Magic
there's.
needs to die.
I watched the first one and second one in theaters. I'm not going to the theater for this one, and I think that says
What?
all that needs to be said.
Dobby lost an elf today because he said that.
And you're
and you put him back in
trying.
slavery.
You're trying, but
No,
the
not.
reach
No.
is just not there.
I'm
No,
stretching
because
for this one.
fine. I guess you're not as much of a Potterhead as I thought. I guess you don't understand the
By the way,
reference.
the Sonic 2's only made 128 million domestic.
Oh no.
I mean, Secrets of Dumbledore only made like 45 million on a $2
Ha!
million.
Yeah, but
So-
that's
so
budget
judged by a
Roz's
transphobe.
success.
Huh?
how much
What?
did the Uncharted movie make?
Like
Oh,
$10.
Uh,
I
enough.
think one person watched it.
No, it
Oh,
And not
did,
even Jeff.
it did okay.
It
What's okay
did
mean?
145 domestic.
And how many months and how many weeks?
It came out in February.
Oof.
Ouch.
It made 244 international for a total of about 400.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Terrible.
but the
Sonic
but
is
the
already halfway
200
there.
Yep, in 1 week.
but the $226 million worldwide box office means that it made its budget back.
You know, and we can't
I was
really
just about
we
to
can't
say,
really
it didn't
compare
sound like
these.
it was successful.
Right, we can't compare these movies to the likes of like Marvel movies. It's just not a fair comparison.
What did the Batman do?
Oh, way more than Spider-Man, I'm sure.
Then
No,
Spider-Man,
no.
no.
You're out of your
A-
fucking
Yeah,
mind.
absolutely not.
As
I got-
somebody, I don't even like
Batman
Spider-Man, and
made-
I know that's not true.
Oh,
Batman worldwide has made 752.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
Domestically, it's 366,000. Oh, sorry, million. Didn't see that other comma.
Whoops.
I was gonna say you did not just say 1,000.
Wait, what is this one called?
No
What was
Way
the current
Home
Spider-Man
made
called?
it made $1.891 billion.
Billion?
Billion.
1.892.
Just to toss that into focus, Avengers Endgame made 2.8 billion. So pretty
So
fucking
in
close.
theory, Marvel just kind of single-handedly brought back the.
What did
Yeah.
Citizen Kane make?
So hold on. So I got a question. for
Bringing
you
it
guys.
all back.
Is this kind of movie where you have just massive, epic, kind of like big actors, kind of like
No.
deal? You
I-
don't think that's going to be the future?
Well, yes
Ugh,
and
who
no.
wants
I think the thing is that
Apparently, the general public, Jim.
I think the thing is that we had basically a pause on movies for like a year, right?
Right.
And then a lot of things started coming out, and
Nobody watching them.
Marvel was just like a huge thing that people still enjoyed. You really had a year without Marvel, if you think about it.
Morbius has made 66 million.
Right. I
that.
mean, I'm
Just
like,
looking at
Fuck that movie. Fuck
a
that
movie I actually
movie.
want to watch is only. I want to watch the movie Ambulance. It's only made 17 million. That makes me sad.
Yeah, Michael
This-
Bay paid off the cops for that movie.
Ready Player One. I don't know why I looked it up, but I decided to look it up. Made 500 million worldwide over its run.
Yeah.
more
I'm
than I was
surprised.
expecting.
So
Cost
the
Jeff a car.
next, yeah.
Oh no.
Mm. And Ready Player Two.
Think about that
sucks.
whenever you. Want
Did
to
it
do
come
Guerrilla
out?
Wars again.
Ready Player
book
Two,
did,
the
it's
book,
bad.
yeah, it was awful.
Oh, the book? Yeah, no, the book is bad. Yeah.
The
The
think-
book is worse
wait,
than
Todd,
Armada.
think about that
Hello.
win.
But think about that whenever you want to do Real reporters again. About your poor car.
No, it's just real reporters at your apartment, apparently, that I can't do. I recorded an episode for the Batman, and it was great. I didn't have a car crash into my house.
You didn't leave the house.
You didn't leave your house.
Exactly. So it's real reporters plus a combination of your apartment that was the problem.
I mean, three other large men made it there safely.
Yeah, well, you know.
That was 4 sweaty men and one.
The mind wanders.
Then we made another movie right after it.
Yep. So there's a lot on the horizon. This is us just getting started again. We really appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Again, this is every other Thursday. So next Thursday we will not be here.
Professor Justin has a podcast.
Yep, Professor Justin has a podcast, not a podcast, but
A thing.
a stream every Thursday. So you can tune in to that show every Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I
Every Thursday.
Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong. Fridays
and Sundays.
Fridays and Sundays.
8:30 Central.
Listen. I'm still trying to get used to the schedules for everything. We have
Cat
actual.
stream.
We actually have schedules now for everybody, and it's kind of bizarre to me.
Nice. No, it's nice. I like
Yeah, it's
it.
great because I can actually be like, I have this thing on Wednesday and Thursday that I have to commit to.
Real easy. Monday, bullshit stream. We still haven't figured out a title in it, like 2 years in.
We just finished Dying Light 2.
Just finished Dying Light 2. They were
It
in
only
the
took you
epilogue
6
for
months.
literal 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Wednesday is just the
Tuesday,
wed
no
stream. Yeah, Wednesday's just the wed
What?
stream. I'm over trying to like correct anybody. It's the wed stream. I'm whatever.
The wedded stream.
Yeah,
I love the wedge stream.
Yeah, the wed stream. We play
Wet stream mid.
whatever we feel like at the moment.
Wedding
We're,
simulator. Just
currently,
always.
we're back. No,
That game
Jim.
doesn't exist.
You know what,
does it?
Jim? You've got Tuesdays now, and you're gonna play Wedding Simulator. Have fun.
Well, no,
Wed stream.
Tuesdays.
Nope. There's no Ranting media show.
Wow.
So it's gonna be
Streams
Jim.
on his personal channel.
It's
on
gonna be
Tuesdays.
it's gonna be Jim playing Wedding Simulator against Andrew. May the best man win. Wednesday, the wed stream, we're playing Rainbow Six Siege right now. We might play
You
something
skipped
else.
Tuesday again.
No, I didn't skip Tuesday.
Andrew streams on Tuesdays.
Yes, we already
We need
established
to
that.
get louder in the link. What's the link? What's the site? What is it, Jeff?
Oh.
No, I need him to say it because I don't know exactly what his channel name is.
Yeah. It is
It's
twitch.tv/Andrew We Trust.
Nope.
Yep,
What?
Do you not know your own TV?
Andrew.
Twitch-
Andrew.
David,
Dot
you
slash
were
Andrew We
saying
Trust.
the cat stream. Andrew was saying his.
Andrew, just say your stream as loud as possible.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
It got blurred out because he wrote it in Twitch chat.
On
it's
Tuesdays, we have Andrew playing on his channel at twitch.tv/Andrew We Trust. Wednesday, we have the wed stream. Thursday, we've got Professor Justin playing Pokemon or
Bullshit.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Or
Something.
whatever he feels like.
has
8:30
a
p.m. on the 5th of May, we'll have our next podcast.
Remember the 5th. God damn, 5th of May is... Jesus.
Yeah, the
Cinco
5th
de
of
Mayo,
May.
you genius.
The 5th of May, it's coming along. That being said,
That British is showing.
everybody have a great night. And thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
I hate this show.
Bye.